Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that the world around you is fading. The sharpness of colors, the clarity of faces, even the ability to read your favorite book. Vision loss is one of the most feared consequences of aging. Yet, what most people don't realize is that you can protect your eyes naturally, starting with something as simple as what you put on your plate. When people think about their eyesight, they often imagine glasses, contact lenses, or surgeries as the only solutions to poor vision, yet very few stop to consider how deeply connected the health of our eyes is to the food we consume every single day. For decades, eye conditions such as macular degeneration, cataracts, glaucoma, or diabetic retinopathy were thought to be mostly genetic or simply inevitable outcomes of aging. But emerging research in nutritional science has shown us that our diet plays a far greater role than previously understood. The eyes are highly metabolically active organs, consuming large amounts of oxygen and energy, and because of this high metabolic demand, they are especially vulnerable to oxidative stress, inflammation, and vascular damage, all of which are processes that nutrition directly influences. Every time we eat, we are either feeding the body compounds that fight oxidative stress and inflammation, or we are consuming foods that promote them, and the eyes, being some of the most sensitive tissues in the human body, respond to this balance more visibly than most people realize. The retina, in particular, is one of the most delicate and energy-demanding tissues in the body, made up of millions of photoreceptor cells that capture light and send visual signals to the brain. To function properly, these cells require a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients delivered through a dense network of microvessels, and this is where nutrition becomes critical. If the blood supply is compromised by inflammation, high blood sugar, or oxidative damage to blood vessels, the retina begins to deteriorate and vision slowly declines. Certain nutrients, such as omega-3 fatty acids, carotenoids like lutein and zeaxanthin, vitamin C and E, and minerals like zinc, have been shown to act almost like shields for these cells, protecting them from free radical damage and ensuring healthy blood flow. This is why individuals with diets rich in vegetables, fruits, seeds, and nuts often maintain stronger eyesight for longer, while diets heavy in processed foods, sugars, and unhealthy fats accelerate eye degeneration and increase the risk of chronic conditions like macular degeneration or diabetic retinopathy. What makes nutrition's link to eye health even more fascinating is that the eyes are essentially extensions of the brain, and like the brain, they are composed of high concentrations of fatty acids and require antioxidants to defend against free radicals generated by light exposure. Every day, our eyes are bombarded by ultraviolet light and high-energy blue light from screens and sunlight, both of which generate oxidative stress in the retina. Without sufficient dietary antioxidants, such as those found in seeds, berries, leafy greens, and colorful vegetables, this stress can overwhelm the natural defenses of the eye and cause cumulative damage. Think of it as a rusting process happening inside the retina. If left unchecked, it erodes clarity and sharpness of vision over time. Nutrition provides the raw materials that build and repair protective compounds in the eye, and by consuming the right foods consistently, seniors can give their eyes the tools they need to resist this constant barrage of oxidative insults. Another important angle to understand is the role of systemic diseases in eye health and how nutrition modulates them. For example, diabetes is one of the leading causes of blindness in older adults, and its damaging effects on the retina are directly related to high blood sugar and poor circulation. But blood sugar control is profoundly influenced by diet, and research shows that individuals who consume whole foods, high in fiber and low in refined sugars, significantly reduce their risk of diabetic eye disease. Similarly, high blood pressure and cardiovascular disease can weaken blood vessels in the eyes, causing leaks, swelling, or hemorrhages in the retina. But dietary choices like consuming foods rich in magnesium, omega-3 fatty acids, and antioxidants help maintain vascular integrity and prevent such damage. This means that every healthy meal is not just supporting the heart and brain, but also silently safeguarding the eyes against systemic disease-driven complications. Nutrients from seeds, in particular, play an extraordinary role in bridging this hidden connection between food and eye health. Seeds are small but densely packed with omega-3s, vitamin E, polyphenols, and minerals like zinc, all of which contribute to protecting delicate eye tissues. Omega-3 fatty acids, for example, are incorporated directly into the membranes of retinal cells, making them more resilient to oxidative damage and enhancing their ability to capture light signals efficiently. Vitamin E, found in seeds like pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds, acts as a lipid-soluble antioxidant that prevents oxidative stress from damaging the fatty membranes of photoreceptor cells. Zinc, also abundant in certain seeds, is vital for the activity of enzymes in the retina and helps transport vitamin A from the liver to the eyes, a process essential for night vision and overall retinal health. What this demonstrates is that by consuming nutrient-rich seeds daily, seniors are essentially fortifying their eyes against common age-related challenges without relying on synthetic supplements or invasive procedures. The relationship between nutrition and vision goes deeper than most people ever imagine, and the evidence is becoming overwhelming that food can act as one of the most powerful tools to preserve eyesight naturally. Large-scale studies, such as the Age-Related Eye Disease Study, AREDS, have confirmed that specific nutrients reduce the risk of progression of macular degeneration by up to 25%, which is a remarkable statistic considering it is one of the leading causes of blindness in older adults. These findings underline the fact that our daily meals are not simply sources of energy, but act as protective medicine for our vision. What you put on your plate today will influence how clearly you see tomorrow, and the eyes are an organ where this connection between food and function is not only profound but also incredibly visible, making it one of the most powerful examples of how nutrition and health are inseparably linked. When most people hear about omega-3 fatty acids, they immediately think of fish oil or salmon. Yet one of the most underrated and powerful plant-based sources of omega-3 comes from something so small and humble that many people overlook it entirely: flax seeds. These tiny golden or brown seeds have been cultivated for thousands of years, not only for their fiber, but also for their potent nutritional properties. And today, modern science is uncovering just how critical they are for protecting one of the most sensitive parts of the human body, the retina. The retina is a thin layer of light-sensitive tissue at the back of the eye, responsible for converting light into electrical signals that the brain interprets as vision. Because of its constant exposure to light, high oxygen consumption, and dense network of blood vessels, the retina is highly vulnerable to oxidative stress, inflammation, and vascular damage. Omega-3 fatty acids found abundantly in flax seeds provide exactly the kind of protection the retina requires to function optimally and to resist age-related deterioration. The type of omega-3 found in flax seeds is called alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based precursor to longer-chain omega-3 fatty acids like EPA and DHA. While the body converts only a small percentage of ALA into DHA, studies have shown that even this modest contribution can have meaningful effects on eye health because DHA is a structural fat that makes up a significant portion of the retina's photoreceptor cells. These cells act like biological cameras, capturing light and translating it into images, and their efficiency depends heavily on the integrity of the cell membranes, which are enriched in DHA. By supplying a steady intake of ALA from flax seeds, the body has a continual source of raw material that can be converted into these longer-chain fatty acids to maintain the structural and functional integrity of the retina. What makes this even more compelling is that for seniors who may not consume fish regularly, flax seeds provide a completely plant-based option for sustaining eye health without relying on animal sources of omega-3s. Inflammation is another key factor in the deterioration of vision, particularly in conditions like age-related macular degeneration, AMD, and diabetic retinopathy, where chronic low-grade inflammation damages blood vessels and retinal tissue. Omega-3 fatty acids are well known for their anti-inflammatory effects, and flax seeds provide them in a form that is both accessible and versatile. When consumed regularly, flax seeds help reduce the production of pro-inflammatory molecules in the body, calming down the inflammatory processes that can erode delicate eye structures. For seniors, this becomes especially important because inflammation tends to accumulate with age, making tissues less resilient to oxidative stress and more prone to degenerative changes. Flax seeds, therefore, act almost like a dietary buffer against this silent inflammation, ensuring that the retina remains nourished and less susceptible to damage. Beyond omega-3s, flax seeds contain lignans, a unique class of plant polyphenols that exhibit antioxidant and hormone balancing properties. These lignans work synergistically with omega-3 fatty acids to further shield the retina from oxidative stress. Every time light enters the eye, it generates free radicals that, if left unchecked, can damage lipids, proteins, and DNA within the retinal cells. Antioxidants like those found in flax seeds neutralize these free radicals, preventing them from causing long-term harm. This dual action, reducing inflammation and combating oxidative stress, makes flax seeds one of the most comprehensive natural protectors of eye health available in such a small package. What is remarkable is that such a simple addition to the diet can create a ripple effect that benefits not only vision but overall systemic health, since the same anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties also protect the heart, blood vessels, and brain. Another dimension to flax seeds' impact on retinal protection is their role in improving blood flow. The retina relies on a continuous and steady supply of blood to deliver oxygen and nutrients. Any compromise in this microvascular circulation, whether from high blood pressure, diabetes, or aging, directly threatens vision. The omega-3s in flax seeds improve endothelial function, which means they enhance the ability of blood vessels to dilate and contract properly, thereby improving circulation. Better blood flow translates into a healthier retina that receives the oxygen and nutrients it needs to perform efficiently. This vascular support becomes increasingly important in seniors, as blood vessels naturally stiffen with age, leading to reduced circulation. By incorporating flax seeds into the diet, seniors provide their eyes with an additional layer of defense against vascular decline. From a practical standpoint, flax seeds are easy to incorporate into daily meals, which makes them an accessible tool for retinal protection. Whole flax seeds pass through the digestive tract largely intact, so they need to be ground into flaxseed meal to release their nutrients effectively. Once ground, they can be added to smoothies, sprinkled over oatmeal or salads, or even incorporated into baked goods without altering the flavor significantly. Just 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds provide a powerful dose of omega-3s, fiber, and antioxidants, all of which contribute to a healthier body and sharper vision. For those who may struggle with digestive issues, flax seeds also aid in gut health due to their high soluble fiber content, which further enhances the absorption of nutrients that support eye health. The modern diet often lacks adequate omega-3s, especially in populations that consume more processed foods and fewer natural plant-based or marine-based sources. This imbalance between omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids creates an environment of chronic inflammation in the body, which accelerates the onset of degenerative conditions, including those that affect the eyes. Flax seeds are one of the easiest ways to restore balance, tipping the scales back toward an anti-inflammatory state that nourishes and protects the retina. By bridging the nutritional gap, they empower seniors to take control of their eye health in a way that is simple, affordable, and deeply effective. Chia seeds may look tiny and insignificant, but inside these small black and white seeds lies a dense concentration of nutrients that have an outsized impact on health, especially when it comes to supporting the eyes and keeping them hydrated and protected. Vision depends on more than just the sharpness of the retina. It also relies on the proper lubrication, nourishment, and defense of all the delicate tissues that make up the eye. As we age, one of the most common complaints among seniors is dry eyes, blurred vision, or discomfort that comes from insufficient hydration of the ocular tissues. This dryness is not just uncomfortable, it can also accelerate wear and tear on the cornea and contribute to inflammation that worsens existing eye conditions. Chia seeds play a vital role here because of their remarkable ability to absorb water and form a gel-like consistency, which mirrors their ability to help maintain hydration inside the body, ensuring that tissues like the eyes are not deprived of the fluid balance they need to function optimally. The nutritional profile of chia seeds is extraordinary, particularly when it comes to eye health. They are one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, which provides anti-inflammatory benefits and helps maintain the structure of the retina. Beyond omega-3s, chia seeds are loaded with antioxidants, including flavonoids and phenolic compounds, which neutralize free radicals and reduce oxidative stress, a constant threat to the eyes given their direct exposure to light. In addition, chia seeds supply zinc, magnesium, calcium, and a range of B vitamins that work together to support enzymatic processes in the eye, regulate fluid balance, and maintain the strength of connective tissues. What makes chia seeds particularly powerful for hydration is their fiber content, most of which is soluble fiber. This soluble fiber forms a gel in the digestive tract, slowing down the release of sugars into the bloodstream, which not only helps with blood sugar regulation, but also promotes steady hydration at the cellular level, reducing the risk of dryness in tissues such as the eyes. Another essential aspect of chia seeds is their high content of carotenoids like lutein and zeaxanthin, which are often referred to as the eye vitamins. These compounds are natural filters that block harmful blue light from screens, LED lighting, and sunlight, all of which can damage the macula over time. The macula is the central portion of the retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision, and without adequate protection, blue light exposure accelerates macular degeneration. By supplying lutein and zeaxanthin, chia seeds act as an internal pair of sunglasses, helping the eyes process light without succumbing to oxidative stress. Seniors, who often experience cumulative damage from decades of light exposure, can benefit tremendously from regularly consuming chia seeds because they replenish these protective pigments and reduce the risk of central vision loss. The stabilizing effect of chia seeds on blood sugar is another crucial factor in protecting eye health. High blood sugar, as seen in diabetes or prediabetes, damages the small blood vessels in the retina, leading to a condition known as diabetic retinopathy. This damage can result in vision impairment or even blindness if not managed. The soluble fiber in chia seeds slows the breakdown of carbohydrates into glucose, preventing spikes in blood sugar and thereby reducing the strain on retinal blood vessels. For seniors who are at greater risk of diabetes, this blood sugar balancing property provides a powerful safeguard against long-term vision problems. In essence, chia seeds do not just hydrate the body and eyes, but also create a stable internal environment where the retina and its supporting structures can thrive without constant vascular stress. The hydration benefits of chia seeds go beyond just ocular comfort. Tears, which keep the eyes moist and protect against infections, are composed of water, oils, and mucus in a delicate balance. When this balance is disrupted, as often happens with aging, the eyes feel gritty, irritated, and prone to infections. Omega-3 fatty acids from chia seeds contribute to maintaining the oil layer of tears, which prevents evaporation, while their water-absorbing properties ensure that the aqueous layer of tears remains sufficient. This means that chia seeds can play an important role in alleviating dry eye syndrome, a condition that affects millions of seniors and often worsens with screen use, medications, or environmental factors. Unlike artificial tears that provide temporary relief, Nutrients from chia seeds strengthen the body's natural ability to maintain eye moisture from within. From a vascular perspective, chia seeds also improve circulation to the eyes. Their omega-3 fatty acids and antioxidants enhance endothelial function, ensuring that the small blood vessels feeding the retina remain flexible and efficient. Improved circulation means better delivery of oxygen and nutrients to the eyes, which directly supports hydration and tissue repair. This is particularly important because the cornea and retina are some of the most metabolically active tissues in the body, requiring a steady and reliable blood supply. Any compromise in this circulation leads to dryness, poor healing, and greater susceptibility to degenerative conditions. Chia seeds, by supporting vascular health, provide an added layer of assurance that the eyes will remain nourished and resilient even as the body ages. In terms of practicality, chia seeds are one of the easiest superfoods to add to a daily diet, which makes them a sustainable solution for seniors looking to protect their vision. They can be soaked in water or milk to create chia pudding, blended into smoothies, sprinkled on salads or yogurt, or even used in baking to replace eggs. Once hydrated, they form a gel that is not only pleasant to eat, but also rich in nutrients that support systemic hydration. Seniors who consume chia seeds regularly often report not only improved digestion and energy levels, but also reduced eye dryness and better visual comfort during daily activities. What makes this even more valuable is that chia seeds are inexpensive, widely available, and require no complicated preparation, meaning that anyone can begin benefiting from them almost immediately without disrupting their routine or relying on supplements. Pumpkin seeds, often enjoyed as a crunchy snack or sprinkled over salads, are far more than just a seasonal treat that shows up around autumn. Inside these small green kernels lies a nutritional powerhouse that directly contributes to preserving eye health and strengthening the retina. Among their many nutrients, two stand out as particularly critical for vision: zinc and vitamin E. Both of these compounds play unique but complementary roles in protecting the delicate tissues of the eye, ensuring that the retina and surrounding structures remain resilient against the natural wear and tear that comes with aging. For seniors, pumpkin seeds are not only convenient and enjoyable, but also one of the most concentrated natural sources of the very nutrients the eyes depend on most to maintain clarity and function. Zinc is one of the most essential trace minerals for human health, yet its importance to the eyes is often overlooked. The retina contains some of the highest concentrations of zinc in the entire body, highlighting its vital role in vision. One of zinc's primary responsibilities in the eye is facilitating the transport of vitamin A from the liver to the retina, where it is then used to produce melanin, a protective pigment. Melanin acts as a natural defense system against light-induced damage, particularly ultraviolet radiation, which can otherwise harm retinal cells. Without sufficient zinc, this transport process is disrupted, vitamin A cannot reach the retina efficiently, and the production of melanin falters, leaving the eyes vulnerable to oxidative stress. Seniors who are deficient in zinc often notice worsening night vision or greater sensitivity to glare, both of which are early signs that the retina is under stress. Pumpkin seeds provide an excellent natural source of zinc, helping replenish stores of this mineral and restore the protective mechanisms the eye relies upon to maintain optimal function. Beyond its role in melanin production, zinc also acts as a stabilizer of cellular membranes and a cofactor in numerous antioxidant enzymes, such as superoxide dismutase. These enzymes neutralize harmful free radicals that build up as byproducts of metabolism and light exposure. In the retina, where oxidative stress is constantly generated by the process of converting light into visual signals, this defense system is critical. Zinc ensures that these antioxidant enzymes remain active and effective, reducing the accumulation of oxidative damage that leads to conditions like age-related macular degeneration. Studies have shown that individuals with higher dietary intake of zinc have a significantly reduced risk of developing advanced forms of macular degeneration, a fact that underscores the mineral's importance as a dietary shield for seniors looking to protect their eyesight naturally. Alongside zinc, pumpkin seeds are also an abundant source of vitamin E, one of the most potent lipid-soluble antioxidants available in food. Vitamin E protects the fatty membranes of photoreceptor cells, which are especially vulnerable to peroxidation caused by free radicals. Since these photoreceptor cells are responsible for capturing light and transmitting visual information to the brain, their protection is essential for maintaining sharp vision. When vitamin E levels are insufficient, the lipid layers of these cells become damaged, leading to impaired function and eventual cell death. By providing a consistent supply of vitamin E, pumpkin seeds help strengthen these cellular defenses, allowing the retina to withstand oxidative insults from both natural aging and environmental exposures such as sunlight or pollution. What makes vitamin E particularly powerful is that it not only prevents new oxidative damage, but also interrupts chain reactions of lipid peroxidation, effectively halting damage before it spreads through retinal tissue. The synergy between zinc and vitamin E in pumpkin seeds makes them uniquely effective as a combined shield for eye health. Zinc ensures the proper delivery of vitamin A and maintains enzymatic antioxidant systems, while vitamin E directly safeguards cell membranes from oxidative harm. Together, they create a multi-layered defense strategy that addresses both the vascular and structural needs of the eye. For seniors, this combination is invaluable because it targets the very processes that accelerate vision decline with age: oxidative stress, poor nutrient transport, and weakened pigmentation defenses. Regular consumption of pumpkin seeds essentially fortifies the eye from multiple angles, giving it both the raw materials and protective compounds it needs to resist degeneration. Pumpkin seeds also provide additional nutrients that complement the actions of zinc and vitamin E, further enhancing their role as a vision-supportive food. They are rich in magnesium, which supports vascular health and ensures proper blood flow to the retina. Healthy circulation is essential for delivering oxygen and nutrients to the eye's metabolically active tissues, and magnesium helps keep blood vessels flexible and responsive. Pumpkin seeds also contain plant sterols and antioxidants such as carotenoids, which add another layer of oxidative protection. This nutrient diversity means that pumpkin seeds are not simply a source of one or two key compounds, but rather a complete package that nourishes the eyes in multiple ways, creating a robust foundation for long-term retinal health. Another aspect worth noting is how easily pumpkin seeds can be incorporated into daily diets, making them a practical choice for seniors who want to support their vision naturally. They can be eaten raw, roasted, or lightly salted as a snack, blended into smoothies, sprinkled over soups, added to cereals, or used in baking. Unlike supplements, which provide isolated nutrients, pumpkin seeds deliver zinc and vitamin E in their natural food matrix, where they are absorbed and utilized more efficiently by the body. Moreover, the fiber and healthy fats in pumpkin seeds contribute to overall systemic health, improving digestion, balancing blood sugar, and supporting cardiovascular health, all of which indirectly benefit the eyes by reducing systemic risks that often contribute to vision decline. Pumpkin seeds demonstrate how something as simple as a handful of seeds can act as a powerful form of preventive care for the eyes. For generations, seeds have been valued for their concentrated nutrition, and modern science is now validating these traditional uses by uncovering the biochemical mechanisms that explain their benefits. In the case of pumpkin seeds, the high levels of zinc and vitamin E make them one of the most effective natural shields against the oxidative and degenerative processes that erode vision with age. And for seniors seeking to preserve the clarity and sharpness of their sight, they represent an accessible and potent ally that can be easily embraced as part of daily nutrition. The human eye is one of the most metabolically active organs in the body, constantly exposed to light, oxygen, and environmental pollutants, all of which generate free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that steal electrons from surrounding cells, damaging proteins, lipids, and DNA in the process. This accumulation of oxidative stress is one of the key drivers behind age-related eye conditions such as cataracts, glaucoma, diabetic retinopathy, and macular degeneration. The body naturally produces antioxidant enzymes to neutralize these free radicals, but with age, these internal defenses weaken, leaving tissues more vulnerable to damage. This is where diet becomes critically important because many of the antioxidants our eyes rely on must come from food, and seeds, despite their small size, are extraordinarily dense sources of these protective compounds. Understanding how the antioxidants in seeds function reveals why they are such powerful allies in preserving vision and retinal health throughout the aging process. Antioxidants work by donating electrons to free radicals, neutralizing them before they can attack cells. In the retina, where light-induced oxidative stress is a daily occurrence, this process is vital. Seeds are rich in a variety of antioxidants, including vitamin E, carotenoids like lutein and zeaxanthin, polyphenols, and lignans, each of which protects the eye in a slightly different way. Vitamin E, for example, is lipid-soluble, meaning it resides within the fatty membranes of photoreceptor cells. When free radicals threaten to oxidize these membranes, vitamin E intercepts them, preventing a chain reaction of lipid peroxidation that could otherwise damage the integrity of the cell. Carotenoids, on the other hand, concentrate in the macula, the central portion of the retina responsible for detailed vision, where they absorb high-energy blue light and act as natural filters, reducing oxidative stress triggered by light exposure. Polyphenols and lignans from seeds function more broadly, enhancing systemic antioxidant defenses and supporting enzymes that continually patrol and repair cellular damage. The retina is particularly susceptible to oxidative stress because it consumes more oxygen per gram of tissue than nearly any other part of the body. This high oxygen demand, combined with constant exposure to light, creates the perfect storm for free radical formation. Over time, if antioxidants are insufficient, this imbalance between free radical production and antioxidant defense leads to cellular degeneration, blood vessel damage, and vision decline. Seeds supply a concentrated and varied arsenal of antioxidants that directly target this imbalance. For instance, pumpkin seeds are abundant in vitamin E, which, as research shows, can slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration. Chia and flaxseeds, rich in polyphenols, not only combat oxidative stress, but also enhance anti-inflammatory pathways, reducing the overall burden on retinal tissues. This combination of diverse antioxidants creates a protective environment that helps the retina withstand the constant oxidative challenges it faces daily. One of the fascinating aspects of the antioxidants in seeds is how they operate synergistically rather than in isolation. Vitamin E, for instance, is most effective when supported by other antioxidants like vitamin C, which regenerates vitamin E once it has neutralized a free radical. Seeds provide a range of complementary antioxidants that allow these regenerative cycles to function efficiently. The polyphenols in flax seeds and chia seeds also stimulate the body's own antioxidant defense systems by activating pathways such as NRF2, a transcription factor that turns on genes responsible for producing antioxidant enzymes like glutathione peroxidase and superoxide dismutase. This means that antioxidants from seeds not only act directly to neutralize free radicals, but also enhance the body's innate defense machinery, creating a two-pronged approach that is far more powerful than supplementation with isolated compounds alone. Another layer of protection offered by seed-based antioxidants is their effect on blood vessels. The tiny capillaries that feed the retina are highly sensitive to oxidative damage, and once compromised, they can leak or become blocked. cutting off the retina's supply of oxygen and nutrients. Polyphenols and lignans found in seeds protect the endothelium, the thin layer of cells lining blood vessels, ensuring they remain flexible and resistant to oxidative injury. Improved vascular health means better circulation in the eyes, which translates into sustained delivery of antioxidants, oxygen, and nutrients right where they are needed most. This is especially important in seniors who often face systemic vascular issues such as hypertension or diabetes that compound the risks of eye disease. By strengthening vascular defenses, antioxidants from seeds provide protection that extends beyond just retinal cells, preserving the entire microvascular system that supports vision. It is also important to recognize that oxidative stress in the eye is not caused by light alone. Environmental toxins such as air pollution, cigarette smoke, and even poor dietary habits increase the burden of free radicals. For example, diets high in processed foods and unhealthy fats accelerate oxidative stress, while nutrient-rich foods like seeds counteract it. Seeds are unique because they contain not just one type of antioxidant, but a spectrum of compounds that can address multiple oxidative pathways simultaneously. For instance, pumpkin seeds deliver vitamin E, chia seeds supply carotenoids, and flax seeds provide polyphenols and lignans, and when consumed together, they create a wide-ranging antioxidant shield that addresses different sources of oxidative stress at once. This breadth of defense is what makes seeds so valuable for eye health, as no single compound is sufficient to handle the complexity of oxidative damage that occurs in aging eyes. Research into antioxidants and eye health has demonstrated just how profound their effects can be. Large-scale clinical trials such as the Age-Related Eye Disease Study, AREDS, have confirmed that antioxidant supplementation significantly reduces the risk of progression to advanced macular degeneration, and many of the same compounds studied in these trials, vitamin E, carotenoids, and zinc, are naturally abundant in seeds. This means that by eating seeds regularly, seniors can replicate many of the benefits observed in clinical settings, but in a natural food-based form that is easily absorbed and utilized by the body. Unlike synthetic supplements, which may deliver isolated compounds in high doses, seeds offer these antioxidants in balanced proportions along with other supporting nutrients, ensuring their effects are integrated smoothly into the body's natural defense systems. One of the most remarkable aspects of flax seeds, chia seeds, and pumpkin seeds is that while they are extraordinarily powerful in protecting the eyes, supporting the retina, and reducing inflammation, they are also incredibly easy to incorporate into everyday meals without requiring dramatic lifestyle changes. Many people mistakenly assume that eating for health means following strict, complicated diets or preparing elaborate recipes, but the truth is that these seeds are versatile, inexpensive, and simple to use in ways that blend seamlessly into foods most people already enjoy. For seniors who want to take better care of their vision and overall health, adding these seeds into daily nutrition can become a habit as natural as having a morning cup of tea or coffee. The key lies in consistency, because the benefits of seeds come not from occasional consumption, but from making them a regular part of the diet so that the body constantly has access to the omega-3s, antioxidants, zinc, vitamin E, and polyphenols that fortify the eyes against aging. Flax seeds, for instance, are best consumed in their ground form because whole flax seeds often pass through the digestive system without breaking down, meaning the nutrients remain locked inside. Once ground into flaxseed meal, they can be sprinkled over oatmeal, yogurt, or cereal in the morning, providing a nutty flavor that pairs well with both sweet and savory foods. They can also be blended into smoothies, where their texture virtually disappears, leaving only the nutritional benefits behind. Another popular method is incorporating ground flax seeds into baked goods like muffins, pancakes, or breads, where they not only enrich the nutritional profile, but also act as a natural binder, reducing the need for eggs or butter in certain recipes. Even a simple spoonful stirred into soups, stews, or casseroles can deliver a dose of omega-3s and antioxidants without altering the flavor in a noticeable way, making flax seeds one of the easiest seeds to weave into a senior's diet on a daily basis. Chia seeds are perhaps the most versatile of the three because of their unique ability to absorb water and form a gel-like texture. This property makes them excellent for hydration and digestion, but it also opens up countless culinary uses. One of the simplest ways to consume chia seeds is by making chia pudding, where the seeds are soaked in milk, almond milk, or yogurt overnight until they swell into a creamy, tapioca-like consistency that can be flavored with fruits, nuts, or honey. For those who prefer savory options, chia seeds can be added to soups or salad dressings as a natural thickener, or stirred into sauces to provide body while also delivering a nutritional boost. Chia seeds also blend seamlessly into smoothies where they add fiber and omega-3s without altering taste. Seniors who drink water throughout the day can even add a teaspoon of chia seeds into a glass or bottle, allowing them to hydrate while also nourishing the eyes and body. Because chia seeds are so mild in flavor, they adapt to almost any dish, which makes them an easy habit to sustain long term. Pumpkin seeds, unlike flax seeds and chia seeds, are often eaten whole and enjoyed as a snack, making them perhaps the most enjoyable to consume without much preparation. They can be roasted lightly with a pinch of salt or spices, creating a crunchy, satisfying snack that is far healthier than processed chips or crackers. For seniors who enjoy salads, sprinkling pumpkin seeds on top adds both texture and nutrition, instantly boosting zinc and vitamin E intake with every bite. Pumpkin seeds can also be added to trail mixes with nuts and dried fruits, creating a portable snack that provides sustained energy and eye protective nutrients. In baking, pumpkin seeds can be incorporated into breads, granola bars, or muffins, while in cooking, they can be ground into sauces or used as a garnish for soups like pumpkin or squash, where their earthy flavor complements the dish. The variety of uses means that pumpkin seeds can easily become a staple ingredient in the kitchen rather than an occasional snack. Combining these seeds together is another effective way to ensure maximum benefits without effort. A simple mixture of ground flax seeds, chia seeds, and pumpkin seeds can be prepared in advance and stored in an airtight jar. A spoonful of this mixture can then be added daily to cereals, smoothies, or even sprinkled over vegetables, ensuring that all three seeds are consumed consistently. Seniors who enjoy baking can replace a portion of flour in recipes with this seed blend, creating nutrient-dense breads or pancakes that support vision health. Even simple meals like scrambled eggs, rice dishes, or roasted vegetables can be enhanced by a scattering of seeds, proving that adding them does not require dramatic dietary changes, but only small, intentional choices. Portion control is also important because while seeds are nutrient dense, they are also calorically dense. Fortunately, only small amounts are needed to provide meaningful benefits for eye health. 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds, 1 to 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, or a small handful of pumpkin seeds daily is enough to supply significant amounts of omega-3s, antioxidants, zinc, and vitamin E. By rotating or mixing them, seniors can avoid monotony and enjoy variety, making it more likely that the habit will stick. Pairing seeds with other antioxidant-rich foods like leafy greens, berries, or citrus fruits can further amplify their protective effects on the eyes, creating meals that are both delicious and medicinal. Perhaps the greatest advantage of these seeds is their accessibility. They are available in nearly every grocery store, inexpensive compared to supplements, and require no specialized cooking skills to use. Seniors who may struggle with complicated recipes or who prefer simple meals can still benefit tremendously by keeping these seeds on hand and making them a regular part of their diet. Unlike medications that come with side effects, seeds deliver their benefits gently and holistically, supporting not only vision, but also digestion, cardiovascular health, and energy levels. By treating seeds as a daily habit rather than an occasional superfood, seniors can build a strong foundation for long term eye health in a way that is sustainable, enjoyable, and deeply nourishing.